Why was Peter Strzok fired?
Well, that depends on who you ask, Liz. Certainly, if you ask the Washington Post, they'll say he was fired over his anti-Trump tweets. If you ask Strzok himself, at least on his GoFundMe page, it says that the firing was, quote, apparently driven by political pressure, unquote. If you ask Strzok's lawyer, he'll say it was also a decision to, quote, punish him for speech protected by the First Amendment. That's all lovely, but the fact is that because this firing took place after the internal bodies of the FBI determined that they were only going to give him a 60-day suspension and a demotion, and that this firing came from the deputy director level. This is an indication that there's more wrong here than we might even know.
Right, and I know this is probably not a serious thing in a case, the firing of Peter Strzok, that is serious, but could we just stop for 1 second and talk about Peter Strzok's GoFundMe page? I mean, I have visited his GoFundMe page probably 3 times today because it is mind-boggling to me that there is anybody on either side of the aisle who is donating their money to Peter Strzok. I mean, is that the point that we've gotten to in America, where we have people on one side of the aisle who celebrate low unemployment rates and people on the other side of the aisle who donate to Peter Strzok's GoFundMe efforts?
Apparently. Let's be clear what they're supporting. We saw this during the hearings where Peter Strzok came before the United States Congress, and Republicans, for the most part, asked probing questions about his role in both the Hillary Clinton matter and in the Trump-Russia setup, which is what it really is. The Democrats spent the entire time attacking President Trump and defending Strzok. So the Democrats, let's be clear, are defending partisan decision-making when it comes to investigations. They are defending protecting obvious law-breaking on the part of Democrats, at the same time obvious setups on the part of Republicans. This has now become really clear. It's very clear that the top levels of the FBI, and I think it goes very deep, are making partisan decisions when it comes to law enforcement. And this is the beginning of a one-party state. The Democrats are celebrating it because they can't even get a parking ticket anymore. It's delightful to them to think, wow, we've got the power of the federal government, and it's completely arrayed against our political allies. Right. But you know what? The problem with that is, eventually, your political allies are no longer your political allies, and they come for you.